I have to admit, I'm a bit of a biscuit snob. They have to meet a certain criteria in order for me to like them. They need to be soft and tender and moist, not dry, not crumbly. And I need to enjoy the biscuit all by itself before anything else is added onto it. I don't want a standard middle of the road biscuit. I want that eat them plain quality. Let's get started. First, you need to preheat your oven to 400 degrees, that's 204 Celsius, and next we'll combine our dry ingredients. You need 1.5 cups of cake flour. I'm putting it into a large bowl with a sifter because I want to make sure everything is sifted nicely before we put it aside. So 180 grams. We are using cake flour for a portion of it, not totally all-purpose flour, because this has less protein in it. Less protein means less gluten firing when we're doing our lamination folds later on. You need all-purpose flour. This is 1 cup or 125 grams. A 1/3 cup of granulated sugar. This is 65 grams. Our leavening agent is baking powder. This is 1 tablespoon plus 1 teaspoon, or if you're using a scale, 18 grams. And then you need 3/4 of a teaspoon of fine sea salt, 4 grams. Sift it into your bowl. Even though you just sifted this, give it a good whisk. Now you need 3/4 of a cup of butter, 1.5 sticks or 170 grams. We will be grating it right into our dry mixture, so you want it to be cold. As you're grating your butter, every so often, stir in the little shredded pile that you have, stir it in so that it's getting coated with flour. When you get toward the end of your stick of butter, if it's starting to get a little melty and soft, toss it in your bowl of flour. It just helps it to not stick to your hands, and then just keep grating. In case you're wondering why we use a grater and not a pastry blender or our hands to break the butter up, this provides us with really even small little bits of butter, and that distribution among the flour makes sure that there are no dry pockets in the biscuits. And I will say over and over, I don't like dry biscuits. Once you have your dry ingredients and your butter done, place this in the refrigerator while we get our wet ingredients mixed together. Grab a large measuring cup. I have already measured out this 3/4 of a cup of cold heavy cream plus 2 tablespoons or 210 grams. You need to add 1 whole egg in, and then 1 teaspoon of, you can either do vanilla extract or vanilla bean paste if you have it. That is 5 milliliters. Heavy whipping cream is going to give us that nice, tender, moist crumb we're looking for in our biscuit. And the egg also allows the biscuit to be more tender, gives it structure so that it doesn't get crumbly when it goes into the oven. Now you need to whisk this together. Now we're going to add our liquid mixture to our dry. Make a well in the center and then pour your liquid in, and then you want to mix this. I'm using a bowl scraper. You can use a spatula, wooden spoon, whatever you need. Mix this until all the dry is combined and you have a wet, shaggy mixture. Once you have your dough combined, then turn it out onto a floured surface. I am using a pastry mat. If you don't have one of these, you should pick one up. I always link these in my description because I love them very much. So turn your dough onto your surface. It's a little crumbly at first. I am using mini-loaf pans, so I am making this into a rectangle. Just using the palm of my hand to shape it some. Using a bench scraper, just go under one side. We're doing an envelope fold, or a letter fold, excuse me, not an envelope. And then this side, turn it 90 degrees. Do the same thing again. Make sure you have enough flour down so that it's not sticking. Shape it into a rectangle again. These are the laminating folds I referred to earlier. This is creating layers of dough and butter. And then do this one more time. Okay. And now we cut this into the shape of our pan we'll be using. I'm cutting this into 8 even pieces. The reason I chose mini loaf pans is when you're using a sheet pan and you use just the round biscuits, if you scoop them on, the hot air in the oven dries them out more. When the biscuits are tucked into these wells, they rise up and they stay soft on the sides. So I'm putting just a tiny bit of butter on the bottom of each one, and then I will take a pastry brush and just make sure that I'm getting butter in the corners. Next, take your pieces, your little portions, and just press them into the pan. These are really easy to make, and they are absolutely the most amazing biscuits you'll ever have. You've got to try this. Now these go into the oven for about 13 to 15 minutes. You're looking for them to rise up and you'll see golden brown around the edges. Now these need to cool, so I'm putting them just behind me here, and we will make our whipped cream and cut up our strawberries. Once you get your strawberries all processed, then sprinkle them with some granulated sugar. Give them a toss. The sugar will cause the strawberries to release their natural juices, which is called macerating. And we will just put these aside and let them start juicing a bit. I waited about 10 minutes and then I removed the biscuits from the pan, so they are just coming to room temperature at this point. So we'll make our whipped cream. You need 1 cup of cold whipping cream, that's 240 milliliters, 3 tablespoons of powdered sugar, that's 36 grams. This is vanilla bean paste, and I'm doing a 1/2 teaspoon or 2.5 ml. You just want to mix this until you have stiff peaks. I'll be putting this in a decorating bag, and when this is cool and everything's ready, we will put them all together. Now that these are done, I just want to show you how amazing the texture of these biscuits are. They are truly soft, moist, and tender, and they are good all by themselves. As I said, with a cup of coffee, these are amazing, just plain. Well, I hope you enjoyed learning how to make the biscuit of all biscuits. I do hope you try to make this at some point. It is amazing, and it's a great way to take a basic strawberry shortcake and elevate it to something pretty awesome. Check out my Daily Bake playlist. I have lots of fun recipes there. I look forward to baking with you in the next video.